All right, moving on to the next one. And this is a fun one. I've got something to share with you. All right. Oakland Mayor Sheng Tao is officially being funded by wealthy Piedmont millionaires. Who would have known? I mean, we all know, we've been screaming this from the top of our lungs, that every time she complains about rich donors, that Tile received over 60% of donations to her mayor's campaign outside of the city of Oakland. She's under investigation 6 ways from Sunday by the Public Ethics Department for bundling her finances and improper reporting. What's going on here? So let's give this a listen to. Sorry, I got to put my headphones on.
That they want to tell. The timing of all this is troubling, and we should all be concerned. We now have an active recall campaign that is a waste of time and public resources.
Oh, no, it ain't.
And I have questions that need to be answered. I want to know what probable cause the FBI has. What evidence have they collected that justifies raiding the home of a sitting mayor without notice and without the courtesy?
They don't tell you that. I mean, we've already been over this, but if you're just seeing this show for the first time, the FBI doesn't let you know they're going to raid you so you can hide your evidence. Also, you should check Zenny62 Media. He has footage of Andre going into City Hall the morning they're being raided and coming outside on camera armed with a bag and a box of stuff that he's probably trying to hide. And you know the FBI saw the video. We saw the video. These people are going down. Anyway, let me get back to the hypocrisy of our mayor, Sheng Tao. The billionaire donors. Rich people in Piedmont are bad. Your rich people in Piedmont are bad. My people in Piedmont are great. That's pretty much what the progressives are saying. When they give them money, they're great. And we're going to get into just how much money they're getting in a few short seconds.
Courtesy
2 minutes,
of a conversation. I want to know more about the handful of billionaires from San Francisco and from Piedmont who are hell-bent on running me out of office. I want to know why.
Okay. Hell-bent on running her out of office. No, the 41,000 people who signed that recall, Tao, we are hell-bent on running you out of office. We want you gone. 41,000 7 weeks early, we could have probably easily got 60,000 people to sign this recall. And you all know it, and you know that. You know that she's nearly universally hated, but yet you cling to the grip because you know, like the parasites you are, tapeworms never willfully leave the stomach. Parasites never willfully leave their host. They have to be torn out. They have to be eradicated with force. That's what a recall is. We're eradicating these parasites, these poverty pimps from our office. So who are her Piedmont billionaires? Quinn Delaney and Wayne Jordan. Quinn Delaney and Wayne Jordan. Let's talk about them, but I want to talk about them first a little bit asymmetrically, and I'll get into them directly, into just how much money they're given. But I think it should be seen, who are Quinn Delaney and Wayne Jordan? Let's talk about their son first. That's their kid. Rapper TMG, fresh victim of home invasion robbery at Los Angeles home. Yeah, because he looks like a mark. You know he's a pretender. He's got a rich mommy and daddy who's spending their money while doing pay-for-play to try to look like a thug rapper. Of course he's going to get robbed in LA. LA is not a game. So he was robbed outside of his Los Angeles home in 2019. His name is Douglas Jordan. And they were approached with men with 3 guns. All right. They made off with cash and jewelry. Look at him in the lab. He's in a lab making some. I know you never heard of this guy because his music sucks. But he was in the. Actually, I don't know that. I've never heard his music. Let me take that back. Let me center myself for a second. I don't know this man. He actually could be a cool dude. He didn't actually to win a genetic lottery and be born to some billionaire people from Piedmont. he's just trying to live his life. And he could have good music for all I know. I'm going to listen to it and report back. And so, I mean, he does look a little corny, but in all fairness, I don't know him. So I apologize to you. What's your name again? What's his name again? Douglas Jordan. My bad, brother. I don't know you. Your parents suck. Your mama, she hates black people, and I'm sure you may even hate your parents. I'm gonna try to reach you and check in with you in LA. I know a lot of people in LA. Maybe we can connect and learn a little bit more about how you came up, and who your parents really are. But I want to get into the Delaney's real quick. Let's get into that. He is the son of wealthy political donors. Now, when you get outside of Oakland, that's how they describe the Delaneys, wealthy political donors. But yet they never seem to come up in the political discourse in Oakland until recently, when yours truly, on my relentless quest for fairness, justice, and to end the bullying in Oakland, I'm not saying anything. I'm not hearing anything about no donors we got. I'm sorry, until we talk about the Delaney. They want to talk about $600 and something thousand our donor from Piedmont gave us. Where do you see how much money the Delaneys are giving to politics? We're going to get into that in just a minute. I had another one about their son, and I'm going to show it, but here are the rapper's parents, right? They're major philanthropists, influential donors. Now, he's got throw a stack, silk pajamas, millionaire. I mean, you know what? He's rapping about his life. He probably be happy. He definitely has silk pajamas. He has stacks to throw to strippers. I heard he loved the strippers. He's definitely a millionaire. He lives in an $8 million home in Beverly Hills. $8 million home in Beverly Hills. That's where the kid lives. Look at his parents. That's them. Uh-huh. How come these people's faces aren't plastered all over the place in the paper? How come Oakland side never talks about them? Could it be because a Condie, which is funded by Quinn Delaney, also funds Oakland side, and Oakland side is actually state sponsored or paid for propaganda to asymmetrically support the candidates and the movements that Quinn Delaney supports? Could that be it? I don't know. Wait till you see, again, how much money. We're going to get into that next. How much money they're giving. But look at them. Look at these two. Wayne Jordan is one of the richest real estate developers. Richest real estate developers. How come the Oakland side and the local papers never talk about Wayne Jordan when they're talking about rich developers from Piedmont? He is a rich developer from Piedmont. And he's funding Shintal and the progressives. Are we fucking crazy? This is mind-boggling to me that these people think that we're this stupid. This is why we're recalling you. This is why over 40,000 people signed that recall 7 weeks early. We are not fucking stupid. Excuse my language, but this is my show. I'm not on FFC requirement. I'm gonna try to tone down the potty mouth. I know a lot of your grandmas like me, but maybe I'll beat that out or something. But I'm mad. I get mad about this stuff because hypocrites and liars and cowards have no place being in power. No place being in power. Okay, and they've given to Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton at their mansion in the San Francisco Bay Area. It's in Piedmont. That's where the mansion is. Now, I was going to also share another one. You know, I'm going to share it anyway. Their son was also poured over in his Rolls Royce in 2018. He had a gun and drugs. Again, I don't know this guy. I've rode around with guns and drugs. If it's weed, and I don't know if he got some white boy drugs or whatever. I don't do the hardcore stuff, no shade. But he had a pistol. Yep, Smith & Wesson. And a loaded handgun. Nothing major. We're probably just out doing his thing. But he never gets mentioned about getting arrested. I mean, I'm a private citizen. I've never held office, but yet the local media in the Oakland side, in particular, KQED, Oakland side, all the soggy media, they like to drag me through the mud for being arrested for gun charges, even though I beat my gun charges because it was a legitimate self-defense situation. and I had my firearm ordered to be returned to me by the state, but that rarely makes the paper. Okay, I want to get into just how much money these two people are giving Oakland. So first, we're going to bring up. We're going to start with Quinn Delaney. OpenSecrets.com, where you can go and see where people are giving money. You can just get a sense of just how much money Quinn Delaney has given to candidates, to support ballot measures, to support progressive nonprofits. $2 million. I'm going to scroll down. $2 million to Yes on 16. $2 million more to Yes on 16. $1.2 million to the Progressive Era PAC. $1 million to Yes on 16. $1 million to Yes on 16. $1 million to Planned Parenthood. And it's very similar. The person who founded Planned Parenthood is eerily similar to Quinn Delaney. We're going to do a whole episode on that one now. Money to Super PAC. $1 million. I should have a counter or something like that. Can we add a counter? What are we up to right now? 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1 million, Way to Lead PAC. 1 million, She Speaks for Me PAC. $750,000, Planned Parenthood vote. $500,000, Women vote. $500,000, No on Prop 25. $500,000, Mighty Forward Action. $500,000, Yes on 16. $500,000, People Standing Strong. $500,000, colorofchange.org. $500,000, Atkins Measure Council, Yes on Prop 1. $500,000, Way to Lead PAC. $500,000, Forward Majority PAC. $500,000, ACLU Voter Education. $500,000, Women Vote. $400,000, People Standing Strong. $300,000, Women Vote. $289,100, Democratic Congressional Campaign. $250,000. I mean, I could just, I'm going on and on and on and on. Next. And on. This is just in the last 2 years. And on and on and on. And guys, look how much money this lady had to give away to progressive causes. All of these progressive causes have staff. All of these staff attend these meetings and any of the protests you see. I would pretty much bet that almost every 90% plus the people you see in anything that Sheng Tao is related to, talking about this protecting the vote or protecting democracy, are one of the people getting paid by the Delaneys. All of them are on the tip. This is a grift. Look at this money. It goes on. Lawyer. Oh, Quinn Delaney. This is just, okay, 2018. And we're going back. She gives money far away as Pennsylvania. I'm just scrolling through these really quick to just get a sense of the scale of money this lady has contributed to progressive politics and has flown undercover, because none of the people that she's paying them all off not to talk about her. All right, we're going to move on. We're going to move on to Wayne Jordan. Wayne Jordan, 2024, 200 racks. He doesn't give as much as his wife. Granted, but these are 200 grand, 250 grand, 200 grand, 150 grand. These are all six-figure donations, right? Six-figure donation. This wealthy real estate investor and developer who, keep in mind, they've given money. They gave $2.5 million to Anti-Police Terror Project, police abolitionists. So they funded the defund the police movement. We're going to get more into the Delaneys. Don't worry, we have more episodes on this. But just for a recap, they defund the police. Defund the police leads to a public safety crisis in Oakland. That public safety crisis leads to our property values plummeting, upwards of 40% in commercial real estate. And then, with uncanny precision and blessed timing, Wayne Jordan begins to buy up all types of buildings downtown. As a matter of fact, Wayne Jordan outbid Isaac Abid, one of the funders for the Penn Price recall that always gets dragged by Oakland Side as being a wealthy, rich developer. He outbid him on a building downtown. Went undercover. Oakland Side never talks about it. Local media never talks about it. Why are you guys not talking about Quinn Delaney and Wayne Jordan every time you're talking about who gave money to the mayor's recall? I'll keep scrolling just so you can get a sense of how much money this given. You know, he's down to 30,000 already. He's only got a little bit. But if you add it all up, I think I counted easily over $15 million this couple has given in the last 6 years alone, mostly to local politics. What we doing? What we not doing is falling for the okie doke. But anyway, this is Seneca, Gotham, Oakland. I got to get out of here. I see y'all soon. See you next time. Peace out.
Yo, I swear it's only up from here. Yo, I swear it's only up from here. Yo, I swear it's only up from here. Yo, I swear it's only up from here.